Hello, we curious people. It's me, Serena Balea, giving you a breakdown of influencer marketing start to finish. This is video number 3, and we're talking about content briefing. So, this is something to definitely consider before reaching out to anybody. You really need to know what you are asking of the influencers. You want some content and you want it posted on their platform, but what else are you wanting from that? So I like to think about it like requirements. And if you think of the technical requirements needed to make any video for any editor, something like that to for the influencers to frame their content around. So contractual requirements are something like how many videos are you expecting, the exact handles that they need to be posted on, and any keywords really that your team has. You can also give them a brief and a deadline. It's as the same as any other design work. If you want someone to make a logo for you, you're going to need to give them some sort of background information about what that logo is for. So the next stage is to collect and gather creative examples that you love. Something that you think fits your brand, not necessarily that you want to copy, but something that can inspire some new content to be made personally for you. But try not to dictate exactly what you want. A do and do not list does go really far, but something scripted doesn't work and it never gets as much lift as anyone in the team wants. So I would always aim for being as authentic as possible. That is the currency on these platforms, guys. And also don't forget to refer to what your user persona would actually consume. Like I said in the first video, that persona will be useful throughout every single stage of your influencer marketing campaign. So moving on to examples of what not to do in influencer marketing. As you can imagine, you will have to boil down your list through anything you see problematic from the off chance, but then there's also the context of what you're doing. Try and really be considerate and think about what you want to put out there and what people are going to talk about, your buyer persona again. There are definitely times that people can feel alienated and almost less inclined towards your product. The example on the right is when Dubai Tourism Board decided it was safe to travel there during coronavirus of 2020, and several influencers were flown out during that time to promote Dubai and create content. This ended up making a lot of people feel alienated, and the feeling was lasting. There was no known damage to Dubai Tourism Board, but those kind of sentiments are very hard to shake off once they are there. There are simple, small things that can also ruin an influencer marketing campaign. There was a sunglasses company that partnered with Kylie Jenner, whose pronunciation is actually key. Q-U-A-Y. If you live on a peninsula, you'll often find keys of islands around you. Kylie Jenner did not know what this was, and she pronounced it Quay several times on Instagram stories, and they needed to be removed and deleted, and the brand was needed to be taught to her how to pronounce correctly. Also, one of the biggest peeves that I've seen is forgetting hashtags, forgetting a link in a description, and forgetting a CTA that you've asked or is actually contractual. So this kind of stage is called the approval stage. This approval stage will basically be where you catch any of these things, and it is the brand's responsibility to have this stage before something goes live, and try and read and consider whether it will offend anybody, or is this the right move? I mean, the Pepsi and Kendall scandal was what it was. It just hit them. It didn't hit the mark. And yes, just be a little considerate of your audience, not just for the influencer. And we can't finish without showing you examples of what to actually do during an influencer campaign. So as you can see here, I have 3 examples of partnerships with influencers. And the point of these screenshots is just to show how effortless these look, but they are all very intentional. So I would say let internet culture lead the way. That's how these guys are supposed to look. I'm very proud to say 2 of these are influencers of mine. And yes, trust the influencers to do what they do best. Yes, and I think that on my final note is just set a deadline for approval. That should be the sifting net between anything. But if you do get sent something that's natural, organic, and authentic, do not pass it off. Let them post it. Approve that. But that's where you definitely get to insert what the brand needs and requirements of any kind at this stage. Also, don't forget to ask for a screenshot of the insights of that post. I like to do that to compare with my third-party tools, which you'll be not surprised probably to find that some of them can differ quite a bit, but there are definitely some services that are on track with insights. And yes, thank you. Thank you for sitting through this. If you are sitting through this, I would love a comment to see if anybody's watching. Thank you. Bye.